Magandang araw po sa kanilang lahat. Sobrang po kami excited today dahil this month is Father's Day and we want to honor our fathers. So in line with that, parang gusto namin po na malaman naman po ang opinyon ng mga tatay regarding homeschooling. Saka, involved ba talaga sila sa homeschooling? Nako, involved po. Kaya ito po yung proof. So we wanted to interview these fathers who have homeschooled for many, many years. And we would like to know them more through their journey. So, gentlemen, can you introduce yourself?
I have no choice. I'm the husband of my wife, si Novian. We're homeschooling 3 kids, si Kyla, Jethro, 17, 15, and Destiny at 12.
Hi, I'm Roy. I'm the husband of Kat, and we have 3 kids: Lucas, who is 7, Luis, who is 6, and Emma, who is 2.
Hello everyone, I'm Danny. I'm the husband of Asel. I've got 3 boys: Tashi, who's 9, Yeshi, who's 7, and I've got a 1-year-old boy, Tenji. Okay.
Hi, I'm Marvin. I'm the husband of Manina, and we have 2 kids, Matty, who's 11, and Martina, who's 5.
Yes. Thank you so much again, dads, for your patience for doing this. Talagang alam namin na vital yung sasabihin nyo sa ating mga homeschoolers. So our first question is, what is your role in your homeschooling journey in your own families?
For me, I'm the supporter. No, I'm the one who's financially supporting, definitely. I'm the breadwinner, and they are the bread eaters.
Yes, yes.
And aside from that, I'm the principal. Principal. So when there's trouble, okay, I am the one to help pacify, at the same time speak to the kids.
Ako naman, like Chinky, I'm also the financial supporter, pero hindi principal, driver po ako. So pag may mga activities outside, I drive the kids to their taekwondo or wherever that I needed to drive them for the homeschooling.
All of the above. Because we are a school in a home, and as fathers, we're supposed to be the kings of our homes. I'm pretty much the leader of the household, and we call the shots, especially on the overarching things. The day-to-days are all SL, and everything else from paying the bills to making sure that the kids, get to where they need to be, as the driver and everything else. That's my role.
Yes, like what was said, financer, principal, tapos teacher and classmate din. Kasi there are times that I have classes the same with Matty. Like right now, we're doing our NIS as RPE. Tapos minsan, aside from driver, bodyguard din and taga-bit-bit ng gamit. So,
Okay, thank you so much. Alam nyo, dahil nga 'di ba, tayo mga Pilipino medyo matriarchal tayo. So, in our homeschooling journey, that's one way that we could be able to, change the tide. So, I just want to ask this question. What is the importance of fatherhood in homeschooling?
Ikaw muna.
Pass the mic. Okay, so for me, the importance of fatherhood in homeschooling is basically being there, giving the kids the moral support they would need in learning, also being helpful to my wife kung ano man yung kailangan niya. Kasi the kids would look up always to the father. They would always try to seek the approval of the father if they're doing things correctly and rightly. So I try to get involved with asking them questions, interacting with them. At the same time, pagdating naman do sa teacher, sa asawa ko, I give her massages at night.
Nice naman. Love it.
well, yung as a father, I think, katulad ng sinabi ni Roy, it's important for the dads to be involved with homeschooling our kids. Kasi you get to spend time with your kids, and that's very important. Lalo na sa panahon ngayon, ang laki kasi ng role ng dads sa paglaki ng kids. So, you have to see na yung dads are always there behind them to guide them and to help them.
Yeah, as a dad, we're not we're not we're not very outspoken and everything, but as long as our kids know that there's stable security behind them, we're the ones that kind of like give that kind of silent support. It doesn't have to be silent, of course. We encourage our kids wholeheartedly, as as articulate as we can be, and when we can do it. But it's just that stable security, that pedestal, that cornerstone that we are in the home for them.
Good. Thank you, Dan.
I believe it's very important that we need also to break the mindset that the wives or the mom should be only taking care of the child at the same time
That's good.
giving education. But because I do believe as fathers we have so much also to impart to our children, especially that's the reason why there are times that men are not men because they don't see a father figure at house. It's always they see the mother figure. So I do believe that we as men, as fathers, we have a role. It's easy to become it's easy to father a child, but it's so hard to become a dad. I do believe that that's the reason why homeschooling is a two-way thing. It's a partnership thing. It cannot be only a one-way thing, that we should leave everything to our wives, that we as father must also participate.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. So, in line with that, Ate, what do you think is the benefit of homeschool in your own families?
Well, okay. Probably the way we can manage our time so flexibly,
Yeah.
especially with the way we get to just navigate our schedules. SL, me, we can be as flexible as we can possibly be. That's the biggest benefit for us. There are other benefits as well, that we get to choose the curriculum. We get to, just get the best out of our boys. Find out up close and walk with them. On a day-to-day basis. Something probably even my own parents never experienced with me. Like they never experienced, what is Danny going through in his maths or his sciences, and we get to have that up close, kind of like a magnifying glass. I think that's something I'll forever treasure when my kids grow up. That we share those kinds of memories. So.
Ako yung benefit sa akin is, aside from yung sinabi ko kanina na we get to spend more time with our kids, we also get to know kung ano yung values na natututunan nila. Natututukan kasi while we are homeschooling them. And then we also get to tailor fit yung mga gusto nating matutunan nila, like yung interests nila, we can put that in line with yung lessons nila and all of that. So katulad ng sinabi ni Danny na flexible yung homeschooling for us as parents, para ma-tailor fit natin sa kung paano natin din gusto turuan yung kids natin.
For us, the benefits of homeschooling would be we had that quality time that we share with our kids. We see them growing up. We can bring them wherever we want to go. Kasama namin sila. Plus, we were exposed to different kinds of people, different kinds of group. Contrary to what people think, homeschooling is just not limited to the home. It's everywhere. You can bring homeschooling everywhere. So, instead of just them being stuck in a classroom from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., diba, they could go all over and learn.
For me, what I saw and still seeing right now is we get to instill the values that we want to our children. And then especially when they go to a regular environment, just like a school, once they come home, there are a lot of debriefing. When I say debriefing, you have to help them to unlearn the things that they pick up from school, like cursing, saying bad things, lying. It really saved us a lot of time, and then we will be able to filter immediately, since the exposure, we know for a fact they did not get it from their siblings, it probably get it from the internet. So we would be able to immediately address the situation. Where did you learn that? How did you catch that phrase? What do you think of that phrase? So immediately we'll be able to address those situation or those things at a very young age.
Okay, can you share naman kung ano yung mga fond memories nyo? One incident na hindi nyo makakalimutan about homeschooling.
I'll go first. Yung hindi ko makalimutan talaga whenever yung meron kaming MAPE, there was a season in our homeschooling years that almost 30 people come to our place once a week. That includes parents, teachers, students, all at the same
sarap nun,
time.
masaya.
So, ang kagandahan doon, they get to interact not only with their same age, but older age, not also that, but they also get to interact with parents. And the best part is, the parents themselves are the one teaching. Yun yung pinaka-unforgettable ko talaga in terms of memory about homeschooling.
Well, for us, our family likes to travel a lot. So, I think the fondest memory would be we were in Japan and my kids were doing their homeworks, their homeschooling, while it was snowing outside. It was very, very picturesque and they would enjoying that, nagagawa nila yung mga things like that, their homework, their schoolwork while being abroad.
For me, one of my fondest memories when we first started homeschooling was when Tashi, he was just entering his first grade, coming out of kinder. We spent the day homeschooling at a coffee shop across the airport, and he was really into airplanes that time. And he could see the airplanes fly, and it was really nice. We were just at the coffee shop across the street from the airport. Why were we there? I think I was picking up my brother that time, so it was really nice.
Ako, fondest memory ko, growing up kasi I enjoyed going on field trips. So ngayon na nakakasama ako sa son ko, pag nag-field trip siya, I get also to spend time with him pagka ganun. And then yung latest ngayon na we are classmates in Arnis for PE. So yun sa mga chine-cherish ko na moments with the homeschooling.
Wala to sa script, no? Pero curious lang ako. Is there any time in your homeschool journey na parang your own parents didn't agree, you decided to homeschool? Can you share that? Kasi syempre, madami rin ako narinig na moms, pero iba rin kung manggagaling sa inyo fathers. How did you defend that stand to do homeschool?
Well, yeah. I guess di naman mawawala yun coming from a very, very traditional family. From a regular school, yung pinakamagaling na school sa Ortigas. So, expectation nila, I have 2 boys, diba? So, dun ko rin papasok. So, when they learned that we're planning to do homeschooling, they were apprehensive about it, diba? But
How did you handle it?
I just said, give me money for tuition and I'll enroll them.
Ayaw naman.
Ayaw diba? So, sorry, no choice.
Ganon din sa amin.
Narinig ko ang interview
Ako second demotion.
Tatag natin yung mami niya. Sandali.
Diba? Diba? So, yun yung doon. So, it's not yet too late, mom. Joke lang.
Okay.
Diba? But I think they started to not push the issue anymore when they started seeing my kids, develop into a way that they're very, very mature, they're very, very communicative, they're very assertive and they're very, very confident, diba? Na parang at my age, I wasn't like that. I was still stuck in my toys, in my own world. Pero yung mga anak ko, they're very engaging, And then doon na niya dinrap yung issue na yan.
How about you? Do you have experience like that? Like friends or relatives
Ako
who
yung-
didn't like what you decided?
Well, sa akin yung mom ko din, ang question niya is yung socialization. So, before we try to talk her into na sinasabi namin na meron namang mga classes na tinitake na may classmate siya. Hanggang sa umabot sa point na we just waited for her to see how Matty talked with them, with other people na grown-ups. Tapos nakikita niya ngayon na parang mature daw makipag-usap, ganun. So, at least na-resolve yung issue na nakita niya na ganun.
Well, honestly, I've never encountered a personal, anybody like even Asel's parents. They're educators. They're career educators. They've got their PhDs. They were university professors. But I just wanna say how agreeable they were, and they were just like, they're in their 70s now, and they're just like, of course, curious. Is that really gonna work? But just seeing how they love our children, and they're so impressed with how our children are so intelligent and articulate, and it's just thumbs up for us. We've never really had any kind of opposition.
Kaya ba meron?
Wala. If you want, I can make up one.
Okay, thank you so much. Oo nga, wala rin kami. But, with that in line, no, siguro nung mga early years nyo, pareho ba kayong win-win na talagang mag-homeschool na kayo kagad, yung journey nyo ganun, o talagang, nag-argue ba kayo about homeschooling, yung nag-decide kayo at the start, o talagang, yun na kagad? Talagang, what did you decide?
Ako, basta, I always have the last say sa home. Hindi ko lang alam sa inyo, no? Hindi, totoo naman eh. And parati ko sinasabi, yes, ma'am. Yun lang di ba? Happy wife, happy life lang ako. Yun lang. And then, we agreed. And ultimately, ayun nga, nakita naman namin yung benefits Ang talagang, para sa akin, hassle talaga yung travel time. Sobra. So, we save at least 4 hours of travel time in a month. That's around 3 days in a year. That's around 1 month. 3 days in a month. That's 1 month in a year. Yan ang talaga para sa akin. Yeah, yun ang nag-convince sa akin.
How about you?
Well, what convinced me was actually, I worked in an institution with a school nearby, and I could see how the kids were just lugging around their bags. I could see how much, just waiting around for their drivers. And I told myself, even before I was a dad, I said, I don't want my kids to go through something like this. And that's everything that you see with regular school. Nothing wrong with that. I wish I could afford some of the schools too. But it's just it's sometimes you do have to question, why does it have to be that way? In terms of a learning experience. So this is like the best alternative we could find.
Mark?
Sa amin kasi Matty started studying early. Nag-play school siya before, tapos child development center siya. Tapos dumating yung point na parang nabobore na siya sa lesson. So, nakatulong yung homeschool kasi at least we can tailor fit nga yung lessons niya based on his spacing. Tapos naisip ko pa dati, okay to kasi mas mura pero hindi rin pala in the long run. Pero hindi rin pala. Depende rin sa gusto niyong gawin. Pero at least yung dahil kaya mong i-tailor fit sa gusto ng anak mong matutunan or sa bilis niyang matuto, malaking bagay siya.
Pero yun ang publicity sa atin, di ba? Mas mura.
Yun yung pitch actually Diba? Mas mura to, mas mura.
Hindi to, interview to, hindi to venting.
Venting kami, venting.
Okay.
For us, we did a lot of research. We watch videos, articles of yung mga homeschooler kids na, in the US, kung ano yung na-achieve nila and locally. Plus the fact that, yun lang, yung nakita ko lang yung passion ng wife ko in pursuing, homeschooling, di ba? Magaling kasi motivator si Novi, so talagang fighting, gano'n. so si Kat, di ba? Talagang naging focus siya, and nakita ko yung this decision niya, di ba? To do homeschool. And that kinda also ignited a fire in me na parang, okay, let's go, let's do this, di ba? How much?
Okay, ito just one particular area lang na paano nyo natutulungan yung wife nyo through homeschooling. Siyempre lahat, 'di ba? Pag-uwi mo sa bahay, sila lang nagtuturo, pero nagtuturo rin naman kayo. Pero paano nyo sila natutulungan through that?
I believe sa akin it's more not only on the financial aspect but the emotional aspect. Kasi I can see how stressful my kids are. Oo, so I console my kids. No. Then na-stress din siya. So, yun nga, there was a season nga na sobrang siya, talagang naging monster. Oo. Siya naging monster. Hindi talagang homeschool can bring out the best in you or the worst in you.
It's true.
So as a I just to pass, sabi ko, we're not in competition with ba't natin kailangan habulin? Kung hindi matapos, pwede pa next year. 'Di ba? They can learn up to 65. So
Wala tayo doon.
hindi, pero ang point ko lang, hindi mo kailangan yun nga. I try to balance things, 'di ba? Kaya mahirap talaga kung meron kang hinahabol, di ba? Grades and everything. Pero sa homeschool, chill lang talaga. Importante for us as a couple, it's more of the character building rather than the grade, yung sa grades pa.
Ako siguro, dapat yung asawa ko yung kausapin nyo. I listen to her, yung mga frustrations niya pagdating sa mga bata. And at the same time, I try my best to give her emotional support. And yun nga, pag merong kailangan ng ganito, kailangan ng ganyan, I try to participate, 'di ba? I try to be as much helpful as I can be. I guess it's really something that I can never do by myself, homeschooling. So talagang it's all her, to give her all the credit. I cannot do it. Talagang I think it's a gift.
Yes.
Homeschooling is a gift,
Yeah.
So
calling,
it's a calling, yeah. So it's really a job, na I respect her for that.
With the way I think
3 points.
3 points. 3 points.
good job. I think we have to learn to empathize with our wives as much as possible, with everything that's going on, and also with our kids. Like there are moments where, like, my boys just don't get it, and then my wife just can't communicate, and so the tone just goes louder and louder and louder, and then I'm just like, hey, what happened? I mean, it's come in. Why are you guys shouting? And and then you just it's like So you do have to play a referee. You do have to empathize. But then it also brings out the best in all of us to really get down to your child and say, why doesn't he get it? And then we realize the way he's learning is different from the way we learned it.
That's right.
And so we learn the whole thing together, and then we get to take turtle steps in order to solve the problem. If we don't get it solved, that's okay. We can sleep on it and try it again tomorrow. Yeah. So.
Ako ang help ko, yes dear pero pero kidding aside, ako ang ginagawa ko when I get home, pag inabutan ko pa silang nagle-lesson, tinatry ko na tumulong. Kunyari, madinig ko na, lalo na pag alam ko yung subject area, I try to help out in teaching. Tapos kung hindi naman, I try to get the kids, I bring them out or I play with them para my wife can have her time to do the things that she needs to do, or para konting peace and quiet. Kahit konti lang, pero at least meron, di ba? So,
Magawa ko nga yan.
Okay, now.
And then last.
Yes, please give us your greatest tips to the dads who are listening right now, and even to the moms, no? Syempre talaga, iba rin pag manggagaling sa inyo. Okay.
Ako, number 1, research. Make a lot of research before you jump in to homeschooling. Much better that you agree as a couple after you make some research. Number 2, make it very practical. Practical in the sense na don't stretch yourself in terms of take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Yan ang importante para sa nakikita ko talaga. Minsan nape-pressure tayo na talaga, kailangan gawin na natin to, ginagawa ng ibang homeschooler to. No, you just need to focus where your children are and then try to meet them where they are.
That's good.
Copy-paste na lang. Plus the addition of, it's really hard to do homeschool by yourself. That's why you really need a group to help you homeschool. You really need the support group. You really need your mentors. You really need people in the same level that your kids are, so you can exchange notes. Kasi it's when you're homeschooling, don't limit yourself to the home. The world is your classroom. And use it and maximize it. Diba? So we're going to travel.
Yeah, yan na nakalagay na.
Travel now, pulo later.
Kaskas pa more.
Okay.
Yeah. Look for your mentors. I super appreciate the community that's been built around homeschooling. We really can't do it on our own. So just to echo Roy, and then for me, I mean, it's easy for you because you're the big boss, and so are you. No, but as an employee, as a dad who's also working, one of the biggest tips I can give you is, don't be scared of your boss. The people, your workmates, your superiors, I've found that they have double, tripled, at least I'd like to think, their respect for me. That, okay, family before career, they will totally respect that. Sorry, I can't meet your deadline because my kids are my priority, that kind of thing. And well, I don't know. I mean, otherwise you're in the wrong job, maybe. I don't know, but it really does set things right in terms of what your priorities need to be in life, in that sense. So don't be scared.
Ako, first, dads, you need to be involved with homeschooling your kids. Wag niyong hayaan na yung wives lang yung nakafocus sa pag-homeschool. Tapos, second is,
Pogi point.
yung second, mas pogi point eh. Help your wives even before they ask for your help. Kasi, thank you. Kasi, yun eh, para rin sa peace nating dads yun, para hindi tayo mapagalitan. So, para hindi ma-stress yung wives natin, para naman makapahinga sila pa konti-konti.
Gagawin ko rin yan.
Galing. Nako, thank you so much. Ang dami, di ba mga moms? Ang dami magagandang tips. Ang dami ko rin natutunan. Sobra-sobra. So, dahil ang galing-galing, can you just pray for our viewers right now? Kasi I know that the mantle of your role is very important. So, for all those dads and parents who are listening right now, can you do the honor of praying for them? Thank you.
Danny, ikaw na late
God, we thank you, Lord, for everyone watching and who's gonna watch, and we pray, Lord God, even for the dads who are watching, contemplating whether to do homeschooling or not. I pray, Lord Jesus, that you just you provide for them, Lord God. You provide them not just the finances, but the time to do it. And we thank you, Lord God, that you're just raising a generation of young children who are eager to learn, eager to just advance your purposes in their lives, and for the prosperity of the country, of the nation, and of the rest of the world. Just wherever these kids are gonna go in their lives. We thank you, Lord, that you're using homeschooling as a tool to bring them to to be the individuals who are going to be God-fearing and God-honoring, and people who are going to do incredible things. And we thank you for the privilege, Lord. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you. Marami pong salamat sa lahat ng nanood. Sana po madami po kayong natutunan. And we are Philippine Homeschoolers Association. We are homeschoolers empowering homeschoolers. Bye!
Bye!